Hello, everybody. Are we here? Are we on? Are we live? We're live. Yay! Happy summer, everyone. I'm so glad you could join us today. I'm Karen, and we are here at Sew and Save for Patchwork Party Live, and it is June 2025. Yay! So glad. I hope you're enjoying this summer. This was a beautiful weekend. Well, except for the rain on Sunday. But other than that, it was beautiful, and everything's growing. Joe cut the grass, and now it rained, and by the time we get home tonight, he'll have to cut it again. That's just that time of year, but that's okay. Everything is so beautiful and green, and I hope you're all enjoying great holidays, and Father's Day, Mother's Day's been here, and graduations and prom, all that fancy stuff that's going on this time of year. And now that that's all over with, now you can start sewing again because your gardens are all planted and ready to go, right? Everybody's got their gardens ready? Awesome. Now you can get back in your sewing room and watch everything grow.
Got 21 people on so far.
Yay. Yay. So thank you for watching. We're going to wait for a few more people to pop on. I'm going to grab my juice over here. Sherry's got a scrunchy face, so I'm not sure. Yep, we're good. We're good. Everybody can hear and see us okay? We're here at Sew and Save for Patchwork Party Live. We're glad that you're enjoying us. Thank you for liking and sharing. Thank you, Sherry, for reminding me to tell everybody to like and share us. And when you do that and comment, your name will go into the Facebook random picker thingy-mabobber, and your name could get drawn to win a gift card at the end of tonight. So we really appreciate your watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and having fun with the projects that we have tonight. I got a couple of good demos for you tonight. One is particular is about your sewing machine, so you're going to definitely want to see that about winding bobbins and things. I don't think I did it with this group. I think I did it with another group, but we're going to do a little demo on that because that will change your bobbin winding life. I'm telling you right now. And a couple other little demos that I have for you tonight with a whole bunch of new stuff that just came in. We were unpacking boxes today. Stuff is coming in like crazy, most of which you're not going to see because a lot of it is Christmas. Yes, Christmas, fall, and Halloween. Are you ready? I didn't think so. So what we do is we hang on to those things when our back room is filling up and filling up and filling up and filling up. And then when there's no more shelf space, we have a trunk show. So July 23rd and 24th, let me check. Yes, July 23rd and 24th is going to be our holiday trunk show this year. And it is on the 23rd from 1 to 3 and on July 24th from 10 to noon. So you don't want to miss that. That's going to be your first chance to see all the holiday stuff. And we have goodie bags and treats and demos and all kinds of fun stuff. And a lot of times things sell out at the trunk show, and if you don't come, you'll never get to see it. So you want to make sure that you mark your calendars and sign up for that July 23rd and 24th for our trunk show. So don't want to miss that. How we doing? Yep.
We're doing good, but tell them to like and share.
Okay. So I don't want you to forget that you want to like, share, and comment. We really appreciate that because when you do, your name goes in to win a gift card at the end of the night. And PP20 gets you 20% off everything that I show you tonight, with a couple exceptions, and I'll tell you. PP20. Are you trying to mess people up? Joe said PP 2020. I'm like, no, it has. How many years have we done this? It has always been PP 20.
Okay, PP 20.
Joe's just getting with the program. Just checking, making sure I knew what I was saying.
Alzheimer's
yeah. I see my future. It's not pretty. So yeah, PP 20 gets you 20% off the things that I show you tonight. Be sure to like, share, and comment so that your name goes into the Facebook picker, and maybe you'll win a gift card. So, how about that?
That's awesome. There's
I
53 people
know.
on.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget that this is Patchwork Party, and we're Sew and Save in Racine. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to start out with this beautiful new line. What is that, 42 or 43 pieces in this line? 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. This is from Tilda. This is Tilda's new line. It's called Wallflower. Beautiful, beautiful florals. Joe's going to kind of come in and take a closer look. The colors are really, really pretty. I'm going to hold some up this way. So the colors are very pretty. They're kind of muted and, yep, kind of muted and soft and very summery and springy and summery and happy, but not pastel-y. So that's kind of nice. So this is one style. Here's another different print. Just really pretty flowers. Really pretty flowers. All Tilda colors. All the beautiful Tilda colors that she has. And her colors are so amazing. This is a really neat geometric design. I think I have to, oh, it could be upside down. Which way? This way?
For the light.
Oh, towards the light. Oh, go to light. So this is a really fun design. I just love these colors. They're so cool. They are really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, then there's a lot of these little ditzy floral ones that have just these little itty bitty flowers on toward the light. So don't forget. Really pretty. So it kind of has a creamy background. It's not like white background. It's kind of a soft creamy background. That's not going to go back on there. That's okay. And Joe's going to run through those. And then when we get to the end, there's another couple other little designs. So then it picks up these flowers. Kind of a different floral design. Yeah, we don't have anything made out of these. They kind of just came in. And then she has this larger print with the lady kind of peeking out of the flowers. So you know how she kind of has the lady. Is it up? Oh, it's right side up for me, upside down for you. That lady was right side up on this side. So the flowers are really pretty. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Very cool. So we don't have anything made out of this yet. I was thinking maybe I'm going to do, we have our fabulous fabric box mystery coming up on June 19th. So if you haven't got your box for that yet, this would be a fabulous line of fabric to have your mystery box made out of. So I might do this one for mine, but then tomorrow another line of fabric comes in and I go, oh, that would be great for the mystery too. So pretty soon I'm going to have to make a final decision. And it's still kind of hard. We got a lot of good stuff. So it's a little hard to choose, but this is a good contender. I might do this one. The colors are really fun, especially for summer. So that's twisting around. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to come over to this little group. Well, I'm going to show this one. I showed this fabric last month, and it's sold out at like Patchwork Party. And I was able to order one more bolt of it. So if you remember, this opens up. I'm going to kind of throw it on the ground. It opens up, and it has this print going from edge to edge. Yep. So some people were picking it up, like I said, to make table runners. So if you buy a half a yard and just quilt it up, you have a table runner. Pick out one of the other fabrics that go with. There's some fabulous, fabulous fabrics that go with it. And you can make a super easy table runner out of this, or just use it in a quilt. This is the last bolt. When I reordered, they said they had 2 bolts, but they lied. They only had 1. So there is no more of this. So when this is gone, it's gone. I think we got this. I feel like maybe this got missed on the Patchwork Party section of the website. So Sherry's going to double check it and make sure that it's on there for you. So PP20 will get you 20% off that.
Awesome.
I know. Isn't that great? So this, as you know, we are in the middle. We are sort of at the beginning of our Wisconsin Shop Hop. So that goes on throughout the month of June, where there are, I can't remember how many stores we counted, 70 something, I think, stores that are participating. Something like that. Yeah. And this is this year's fabric. Actually, we have a quilt over there, and then we have table toppers over here. But I'll kind of show you what we have, what we made the Wisconsin Shop Hop fabric out of. And the Shop Hop fabric I put in the Patchwork Party section of the website. However, it is not on sale. We can't put this fabric, we can't discount this fabric. So it's in there, so it's easy for you to find if you want to shop it tonight. But PP20 will not get you 20% off of any of these items because it's against the rules, and we don't want to get kicked out. So, so no discount on these, even though it's in the Patchwork Party section. Oh, you can show the fabrics. So these are the fabrics.
Oh, it's got some Wisconsin ones.
Yeah, there's little Wisconsins on some of them.
You gotta hold it up.
So I can't hold it up. So there's there's a yellow Wisconsin. Well, I said yellow and held up the blue. So there's a blue Wisconsin and there's a yellow Wisconsin. There you go. I do know my colors, honest. Okay. Then there's a gold fabric. They're calling this, butter. It's butter. Butter. Then we have red snowflakes. Oops, these are falling all over. Red snowflakes.
Very cool.
Yeah, they're cool. I like the reds. The red snowflakes were probably my favorite, and the white snow. There's white snowflakes. Kind of a creamy gold snowflake with gold. Mm-hmm. So those are the two snowflakes. Then there's words. So there's a blue word, word 1. So there's cider, ice fishing, sailing, ice skating, January, cross-country skiing, all kinds of different words. And for different sports for every month. So there's a blue one of those and a red one.
Very cool.
Okay. Then there's blue raindrops. Got it. Then there's little stamps that say Made in Wisconsin, which are those I think are really cute too. The Made in Wisconsin's, yeah, Made in Wisconsin red, and then Made in Wisconsin blue stamps.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then there's kind of, oops, I just ruined this whole bolt of fabric. Okay, we'll fix that later. And then there's kind of an all-over print. Kind of looks very fallish with the leaves. Yeah. Is it upside down? There you go. Very cute. And there was also a blueprint, but that is, so we have that, we don't have that. It's now sold out for us, but you might be able to pick it up elsewhere. So what we did is we made 4 different table toppers. We made a spring.
Yeah, very cool.
Very cute. A summer. A fall. And then a winter. So there's 4 different little table toppers using some of the Wisconsin Shop Hop fabric. So they're really fun. Fast, easy, quick to make. Make great gifts, something that you can put out all season or every season, and just really fun.
It's a Wisconsin theme.
With a Wisconsin theme. Yay! You could also take these and make them into pillows. So they could be a fun little pillow to put out. So that would be fun as well. And I forgot the panel, which is tucked in down here. I dropped it. So there's a panel, and it also shows the 4 seasons of Wisconsin. Spring, summer, fall, and winter.
In the same color palettes.
Yep, in the same colors. So all of the other fabrics go and match up with these. So it really makes a nice line of fabric. Lots of fun fabrics to go with.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so very fun. Very fun. And then we also made a quilt over here, Joe. So our quilt is called Floating Windows.
Oh, very cool.
Very cool. Do we need more light? Oh, there we go. Do you have enough? Okay. So we used the red fabric, which is kind of fun. It kind of has that badger look, the red and gray. kind of badger look. It is 56 by 72. So we have kits available for that as well. Again, these kits and the yardage of fabrics are not available for discount, but they are in the Patchwork Party section of the website so that you can find them easily as you're shopping tonight. But we cannot discount any of those. So that's our little Wisconsin. And if you look close, I don't know if you picked that up, Joe, but there's the Wisconsin here, and then the word Wisconsin is quilted right into this quilt. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool quilting. So yeah, we like that a lot. Okay, we're going to come, I think we'll come back up front here. And we're going to, I think I showed these when I was at the quilt market in Chicago. Kind of did a little video because they were super cute. And a lot of people said, yes, get them. So we are getting them. These are called caboodle canisters because they're all done by the Whole Kit and Caboodle, I think it's called. The Whole Caboodle, yeah. The Whole Caboodle or something like that is their name. Is the name of the company. So these are little canisters, and the little covers. You get a different cover every month, and these are going to start to ship in October. So we'll probably start it in October, provided everything ships as it's supposed to. And so you would get in October you would get the November cover, so that you had a month to make it ahead of time. So each month you will get a kit, and the kit will include everything that you need to make this. Everything from the foam that's inside to all of these little appliques already printed out, cut out, and ready to peel and stick. So there's no tracing, there's no cutting, which is great if a lot of people have arthritis and it's hard to cut all these little pieces and trace them all. So this is just ready to peel and stick and go. And for those of you who say, I don't like applique, let me tell you, there's two ways of doing this. You can do this with your regular sewing machine and do regular applique, or you can get the machine embroidery version. So you can do these on your embroidery machine, and you don't have to applique them at all. And like I said, everything comes, even like the little buttons and the little doodads and things, all the little ribbons and everything come in the kit. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can go, they're up on the website, and the discount is already built in depending on what you're doing. So if you're going to do it for the year and you pay for the year, you get the best price. So even though these are showing up in the Patchwork portion of the website, there's no 20% off because there already has a discount built in. So if you buy it and pay for it for the year, whether you're doing the regular applique or the machine embroidery, that's your best discount. You can choose to do them every month, but just pay by the month, and you still get a nice discount. So there's one in there that's called monthly, pay monthly or something. You just click on that and you'll pay. It's like paying for your first month. That gets you in for the rest of the year. And then you can buy them and pick and choose one or two or three or whatever you want to pick. And that will be a different price for you. So depending on what you want to do, how you want to do it, there's a kit and a program for everybody. So any questions on that? It's going to start, hopefully, if everything ships as it should, it will start shipping in October. So as soon as we get them, we will start sending out the kits. And you'll get your kit a month before the month that you're going to put it out. And we will have the little containers available as well.
Julie said they're very cute.
They are adorable. And what's best is everything comes in your kit, all ready to go. All you do is open up your kit and start sewing.
Nice.
Yeah, so that is really cool. So we like that a lot. So you'll have time if you can't do it this month. You'll be seeing them again. We'll have an email that will go out to remind you. So you can sign up for the yearly thing all the way up through into October. So if you don't do it right this minute, that's okay. You still have time. Okay? So I'm just getting it out there so you can start thinking. Huh? Caboodle canisters. Caboodle canisters. They're going to be a lot of fun. You just get one tin. You can buy as many tins as you want. I mean, if you wanted to just have 12 different tins and not change it. But they all tie on. So what they do is they tie in the back. So they tie around the back, and then they tie around the little handle. And there's a little cutout there for the little tie-on for your little handle. So you just pop these off. There's a little Velcro here that sticks that on. Pop that off, pop this off, tie on next month. Or you can just get a new canister. Whatever works for you. Because if you're giving them as a gift, you could give them as gifts. So they're a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're very cool. I think people are going to have a lot of fun with them.
Cookies or brownies.
Oh yeah, people are cookies, candy. Somebody was saying that you could bundle up like a couple little T-shirts and put in as a gift, and then the canister itself is a gift, along with what's inside.
Very cool.
Yeah, so they're very fun.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, very fun. Our next thing that just came in, and not only are these irons hot, they're hot. They just came out of the box. I think they got here at 4:30 this afternoon. Whoa. So these are the new Alicio Pro 1600, they call it, or Pro 1600 Pro Plus.
Whoa.
Pro Plus new upgrades. So these are the little Alicio, I call them the uppy-downy irons. So they always sit flat on your ironing board, and they pop up and they pop down by just the touch of your hand. What makes these new and pro? Let me tell you, I have a little piece of paper. For one, the awesome colors. And at the end, we have the Tula Pink one. And I'm going to stand behind here. But the Tula Pink one, when you lift it up, it says, "Don't feed the fish." Isn't that cute? So she's got that whole thing going on. So this is the Tula Pink one. And there's also a K Facet one coming. It just hasn't come yet. I don't think they come till August or something. So the price that's on Patchwork Party, when you go and you click on one of these irons, there shows a sale price. That sale price is the price that we at So and Save are giving you. That's the lowest, absolute lowest price that we can sell those at without being kicked out of the Alicio Iron Club or whatever. So that's the absolute lowest price that we can sell these for. And they're not allowed to be sold on Amazon or Walmart or any of those places. So if you see those on there, a lot of times what you're seeing are redone ones. Fakes. Yeah, there's fake ones. And there's also refurbished. That's the word I want to say. So these are brand new irons. I just took them out of the box, polished them up, put them out for you so you could see all the awesome colors. So Joe doesn't understand the up and down. I'd have to plug it in. What the iron does is it sits up off of your ironing mat, and then when you touch it, the iron goes down and touches your ironing board, so that you can iron. Then when you let it go, it sits back up again. So you don't have to keep going like this all the time. And I'm down here doing that. So you don't have to go like this all the time. It sits flat on your iron. It doesn't burn your ironing mat. It just raises up. Yep. It keeps the hot spot off of your ironing board so you don't burn your ironing board. So some of the new things. Let me tell you about them. New enhanced eye touch. Whatever that means. It lifts and lowers with the touch of your hand, preventing burns, saving your wrists, and saving time. The new, this one has a little thing on. The new plate that's on the bottom, it has some bling to it if you notice. It's a diamond ceramic flow sole plate with Pro Press. That's what they say. So it has superior heating, durability, non-stick, easy clean, even in the stickiest of situations. So even if you're not getting a new iron tonight, the important thing is to keep your iron nice and clean. So tonight we're also putting on Patchwork Party iron cleaner. So make sure you have some of this iron cleaner. I was ironing some stuff for a demo that I'm going to do later today, and it was making black marks on my white fabric. And as soon as I used this iron cleaner and just wiped it all off, the black came off the bottom of the iron, and my iron works perfect now. So keep some of this right next to your iron. It's fast, easy, works great. So that's the Magic Iron Cleaner. So, so keep that bottom clean. It has the longest cord. It has a 12-foot cord. How about them apples? Okay. And it also has a 360 cord dealy whopper thingy in here, so your cord doesn't get all twisted. Yeah, see, it goes around 360, so your cord doesn't get twisted and keeps out of your way as you're ironing. And a 12-foot cord. That's pretty nice. It also, yes. I know. You know what they did? I think they listened to people, to quilters, and listened to what we like and what we like to do. So the question always is what kind of water to use in these irons. So it also has the largest water tank in the industry for this style of iron. It has a heavy steam usage with easy fill, side easy fill little thing there, and there's a little cup to fill it. So it says, where did it go? You can use drinkable tap water. And it said someplace on this little card. What happened to that little card? This little card. This little card said that it has an anti-scale system, which means the tap water is okay. With hard water, use bottled water, but never distilled. Okay, and then it says empty water from the tank if you're storing it for more than 2 days. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm using my iron to quilt almost every day. So rarely sits for 2 days without being used. So those are just some of the really, really nice features of the iron. And so they're really nice. So it just came in on Patchwork Party section of the website. You will not get another 20% off. Get the colors. So in various colors and the tulip pink. And I think in August, the K Facet one comes in. So they are on the Patchwork Party section of the website, ready for you whenever you need them.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're hot, Jill said. Yes, get them while they're hot. Absolutely. So anything else you need to know about those irons, you just ask, and I will let you know. Yeah, so it's really fun. The hardest part is picking what color, because they're all good. Okay. They're all good. So that's that. That looks good. What else? What else do we have? In back of me, we've showed you this before. Oops. This is the Vibrant Ripple Quilt. Okay. We've showed you this before, but we keep running out of kits. So I was able to order all the fabric all over again, and we have more kits available. So these are on the Patchwork Party section of the website. The quilt is 66 by 78, probably one of our most popular quilts that we've had for a while.
It's beautiful.
It is very cool. Very simple project to make. The block is just simply a rectangle with a little square put on the side, kind of a snowball corner on one corner, and that's it. So the block is super easy to make. You just have to kind of follow the colors. So it's kind of like quilt by color, and it comes together really well. So really fun project to make. That's that. Okay, over here this month.
Somebody has a question for
Oh, I did not mention 5-0. Do y'all want to know about 5-0?
5-0.
Mystery 5-0? So we kind of have two mysteries going on. We have our fabulous fabric box mystery, which we're doing in the store, and that's going to start on June 19th. And that's in the store, and that's when you get the little box of fabric, and you can pick and choose yours. Mystery 5-0 will launch in July, and that is an online mystery that we are part of. So you will see or have seen some emails and Facebook posts going out on that. I think it's called Aloha, or it has a Hawaiian theme. So those are right now what you're seeing throughout the month of June is just things to get you thinking about the mystery and what's going to happen. Then in July, you can buy, and we'll talk more about that. Well, probably shouldn't talk more about that now. To buy into the mystery, you buy a $50 gift certificate from our store. And you can use that gift certificate on anything that you want. But that gets you into the mystery. At that point, you can purchase bundles of fabric from us. You could use your stash. You can use your stash and fabric from us to make your mystery quilt. The clues will start to be launched in August, I believe. So August, the clues will be launched through the 5.0 Mystery website. And there's a little story that goes along with a character who is solving a mystery during each mystery project. So as the clues go along for your project, you will also be getting clues and a little bit more of the story about this. She's actually an FBI agent, and she's solving a mystery. So there's another little story that goes along with it. So that is all online. At this point, it's all online. Later on, we might do something in the store with it, but right now it's all online. And just keep watching your emails. We'll keep sending you stuff on it. And starting in July, you can buy in and get fabric packs and fabric, and then you'll start getting your clues in August. Okay?
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You don't have to get up and get out and get dressed and come to the store unless you want to. But sometimes it's nice to just do something with other people online at home. So that's kind of what it is. And if you have any questions as time goes by, just holler.
Jeannie Whiteside says, join the private Facebook group
Yes.
now.
Yes, you can join the private Facebook group now. You can join that. And it doesn't cost you anything to join. You can just be part of the private Facebook group. That way you'll get updates constantly. Boom, boom, boom. Updates. You'll know everything that's happening up to date and up to the minute.
Private Facebook group from 5.0.
For 5.0.
So it's not from us. We're not doing it. They are.
It's our private Facebook 5.0. So you'll be, when you join the private Facebook 5.0 page, you will be on there with other 5.0 people.
Got it. Thank you.
From our store.
Yeah.
This store.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Any other questions? That's just kind of a quick synopsis of what's happening and how it's happening, but it's kind of a new thing for us, and we're happy to be part of it, and it's going to be a lot of fun because you'll be sewing with people from all over the country and solving the mystery together. Jeannie is posting the link for you to join now, so all you have to do is click on it and you can join.
I was just going to text her.
Yeah. So we're on it. We got you covered.
Jeannie is so good.
She's got all of our Facebook posts for all of that going, and she's been figuring the whole thing out for us. So thank you, Jeannie, because it wasn't going to, yeah. So thank you, Jeannie. So if you have any questions, just holler. We can help you out. But join the private Facebook page, and you're going to have a lot of fun with us. Okay. Any other questions on that?
Nope.
Off we go. Any questions? Okay. So we're going to shoot over here, and then we'll kind of work our way back and over. So this is a little table runner. We just got it done, a little patriotic table runner. If you purchased in the past, you got the modern holiday table runner pattern. We did some flowers. We did some hearts, tulips, and hearts. We've done some previous kits. This is the next one in line. The next one will be bats, and then we have pumpkins. So this is our next. This is the patriotic table runner.
I'm liking that.
Just got that finished. It's very pretty. It's really pretty. It's the same as our line of fabric from our Simple Charms last month. I think I have one kit left from this. One of our Simply Charmed kits for this project. We have as many kits as you need from this. So the kits are on the Facebook or on the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 will get you 20% off of these.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's called July Stars Paper
July Stars Table Runner. And I think there should be a picture in there
Nice.
as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So really cute, super simple, super easy table runner project. And you'll have it ready for 4th of July. Ta-da! So, and this too. This is another really cute quickie. Then we're going to come back over here. Oh, and then I have to tell you something. There's something else I forgot to tell you about. Okay. We're going to come over here. Joe's getting the light. Moving over here. Here we go. This is this month's Simply Charm for June. It's called Popcorn. And it's made from the honeybee fabric from Meg's and Me. So this has been a really fun and popular fabric line. And this kit comes in a little pack like this with everything that you need. It has the charm pack, the background, inner border, outer border, and a binding. All in this little nice little Sew and Save project bag. So this is our June Simply Charm project. So if people have been collecting these, so this is the June. So really fun, just little squares sewn together, squares and rectangles. Super fun, fast, and easy. You can get done in no time. Couple borders, and you're good to go. So the honeybee fabric from Meg's and Me. Really super sweet fabric.
A great lap quilt.
Yeah, nice size lap quilt. It's 45 by 54. So it's 54 this way, 45 this way. So simple, fun, easy little picnic quilt.
Yeah, Mary Reiser
Yeah.
says it's cute.
It is cute. The fabric is really very pretty without being too, sweet. And yeah, so the little sunflowers and bees and things in it are just really fun for the summer.
Wow, I didn't see the sunflower. See?
Sunflower, bees,
Uh-huh.
flowers, bees.
Cool.
So yeah, honeybee fabric from Meg's and Me. So, and we have the whole line of fabric here as well. So if you wanted, if this wasn't, but you like the fabric, but this isn't your a project for you, we've got the fabric. You can buy it as much as you like and make whatever you want. When I was talking about the Wisconsin fabric, I forgot to tell you about a couple things that we are doing that is just exclusive for Sew and Save. So we have these really cute little tote bags with the Wisconsin scene on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. These have been very popular. I'm going to hang this one like right here so you can see it, because we have that, and then we also have a Wisconsin pillow as well. So we put it into a pillow as well. So a nice 18. Oops, throw that down there. A nice 18 by 18 inch pillow. So this is a kit. Comes with everything that you see to make it, minus the pillow. But we have pillow forms if you need a pillow form. But just fun, fast, easy project to do. And the image is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
We thought the image was really fun. So we have that in a pillow and a tote bag. So I forgot to tell you about those. But that's important. Need to know about that. Okie dokie. So we're going to come over here.
Where are we going?
I think you're going to follow me around. I think we're going to work from kind of down here right now. We have been doing
Over here or over there?
like here and here and here and here. Can you do that?
Sure.
Okay. You can move around. So we have the last few months, we've been talking about the little paper piecing little booklets that come. I've made some of these, and I've kind of graduated from putting these in a little project bag to a bin. So what does that tell you? So this is some of the ones from the Simple Triangles. So those are here. So the scrappy triangle ones, you're going to come over here? Okay. This is better? Okay. Scrappy triangles. These are the little scrappy triangles, the 3-inch ones. Then I have, these are the little scrappy triangle 3-inch ones. Then we showed you this little scrappy triangles, the 6-inch. So this is the big one and this is the little one. So each and every one of these has a small one that matches it.
Nice.
So we have, so these are the 3-inch, these are 6-inch.
Okay.
Then last month I showed you, I should have a finished one in here somewhere. Where'd it go? Here it is. I showed you the woven star, which was really popular. This was a really fun one. And
That is neat.
It's very cool. And you can see that, like on theirs, they made each one of these a different color. And I made mine so that it looked like it weaved under another one. Because it's called Woven Star. So now it looks like this one like weaves under this one, that one weaves under that one. And what we didn't have last month was, this is a 6-inch, makes a 6.5 inch unfinished, 6-inch finished. They also have a little one of these. This makes a 4.5 inch one and a 4-inch finished block.
Oh.
So that's fun. So you get a big one and a little one. I haven't made a little one of these yet. I'm going to work on it. Okay, because these just came in. So we kind of sold out of all of these. So if you didn't get one, they're back in stock. Plus, we got this. Plus, we got more. Because now we have this month's. And before you turn it off, because you're saying, I don't like paper piecing, I'm going to show you a new way of doing paper piecing. So that, first of all, it's faster and easier. And you don't have to sit and tear off all that paper off of the back of it. Because a lot of people are like, I hate tearing that paper off. I just hate it. I'm going to show you a way that you can do these and not have to do a lot of tearing.
Show us.
I know. It's amazing, right? I know. People are like, okay, well, wait a minute. I might think about this. But these have been so much fun. They're quick. They're easy. I can do it while, Joe's making something on the grill. I can make a couple of these, so I do a couple here and there. And I'm going to get a whole collection, and then I'm going to make a quilt. This month's little paper piecing ones are log cabins. So this month we have a 4.5 inch log cabin. We have a 6.5 inch log cabin. Ready for it? Waiting for it. A 12.5 inch log cabin. So these finish at 12, 6, and 4.
Okay.
And on each one of these, in every single one of these, there's a little diagram that shows you how many blocks you need to make in order to make a variety of different size quilts. So you can do everything from a table runner to a wall hanging to a lap quilt to a crib, and everything in between. And also step-by-step instructions with the amounts of fabric that you need. The thing that I like about the log cabin is that it is 2.5 inch and 1.5 inch strip friendly. So get out your scraps, get out that stripology ruler, and start cutting some strips. So I found that if you're making the large size, 2.5 by width of fabric strip makes the white section. So it makes like half, if you see what I'm saying. So right here, all the white pieces, 2.5 by width of fabric strip will do all of these. So you can kind of get a count of how many strips you need depending on how many blocks you're going to make. And then, of course, these are less. Okay, and these are 1.5 inch strips. And I found that like the scraps from this made these. And then the scrap from this made this. So as I was going, I would make my big one, and then I could make my 2 smaller ones out of the scraps and the leftovers from the 12.5 inch. Okay, so are you ready to see how to do this?
Sure.
And are you ready to see how to do it without having to tear a lot of paper?
Absolutely.
I know. This is fun, and I've actually found that it was easier and faster to make it. So don't forget that when you order these, use the code PP20 and you'll get 20% off of your purchase of all of these little guys today. And like us, share us, and comment so your name goes in, and you might win a gift card by the end of the night. Now, did I get this hot? This is not hot. I have to turn this on. Apparently I don't have it on. That looks low. This looks high. Okay. Why is it green? Why is it not red? Why is it not green? Okay, that's plugged in. Oh, how about if I hit the button? So this is one of the little irons, and we'll be getting all of those in the little shape. We had these before. Now it's hot. We had these before. These are a lot of fun. We'll be getting more of these in. This is the little tulip pink one. And when you iron, they have the little headlight so you can really see what's going on. I love the little headlight. And a little heat plate so that when you're done using it, you can pop it in this and put it away. We also have some little carrying cases coming. So those have not come yet. Hopefully those will be here by next month. Okay, so I made these little guys. So here's the, what is this, 4.5, this 6.5, and here's my big 12.5. So when you make these, you're going to finish making these, and then on the back,
Where do you want me? You want me down here? Or?
yeah, we're going to come down here for a second. On the back, once you're finished, you're going to see there's an inside line that goes all the way around, and it says, do not trim on this line. You're going to trim on the outside line. When you trim on the outside line, your block will be 12.5 inches. You will end up actually sewing on this inside line, and that will make your block 12 inches finished when you sew. So once you get this finished, you're going to lay your ruler on it and cut the outside line. This is a little short. This is one of our new cutters. It's from Famore. They're fancy. These are really nice cutters. We just got them in. They kind of push and pull. The pretty color. So if you're looking for a new cutter, this is a really nice one. I'm going to slide down here, and then I'm going to finish off here. So on all of these, once I get finished, I trim these all off, and this is being trimmed down to 12.5 unfinished. Boy, is this cutter nice.
Use a square edge.
Yes. Yes, got to use your square edge on this. Well, we can talk about that again in a minute. Do not cut along this narrow tapered edge. Well, go ahead, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up slicing into that, and then you'll be coming back to the store and buying another one because it's going to be all sliced, and then this is going to be all cricket, and it's not going to work well. Ask me how I know that, because I've gone through 2 of these. And then I read the instructions which said, do not trim, do not use your rotary cutter along the narrow edge of the ruler. So once you're done, you're going to cut that down, and now I have a 12.5-inch block. When I sew my seams, it will be 12. So let me show you how this works.
Show us.
Because now I've done this, and I've done it, you feel like you've done it like all of the other blocks that we've done before that I showed you the last couple weeks. But now I'm going to tear the paper off. How about that? Wait, let me do it again.
Let me get close. Oh my God.
That's all that it takes. This one I did a little bit different, but it should still, oops, pop off just as easily.
Wow.
Okay, you want to know how to do that? Or would you rather just like pick all the paper out?
No, show us.
Show us. Okay. Okay. And I actually found it was a little bit easier. And it seemed like a little faster. Okay, so I'm working on this 12-inch one here. So I started out, and I started out like I always do. You can do it 2 ways. On the first way, I just glued all my pieces down, and that works really well. But then the second way, and then I kind of found that I liked it a little bit better. I did start out by doing, like laying my pieces like you typically do and sew them. But I sewed just between 1 and 2, and then when I added 3. After that, I did something a little bit different, and so I'm going to keep moving out. And so now I'm ready to actually go all the way up to number 8. So now I'm going to add number 8, and I have my machine set up here. Okay, we're gonna backtrack for half a second. Half a second. I'm going to show you something on the sewing machine because I want to thread my machine and then I don't want to unthread. So, okay. So, do you ever thread your bobbin or wind your bobbin and it's uneven? Or it's kind of loopy and it's not tight? And it just doesn't wind very nicely, or it winds a lot on top and it doesn't wind much on the bottom, and that's really annoying. Well, Mr. Jim Mr. Jim Dibler showed me a trick. And you can only do it with your machines that have this little extra little piece on here. See this little one that says number 1? Some machines, the smaller machines have it, the larger machines don't. Like my M7 doesn't. 760s and stuff, I don't think they have them on there. But on your smaller machines, they have this. So on this machine, you generally come and you're going to go, you kind of go through here, and then you kind of,
Hold on.
you come through here where it says number 1, and then you just kind of come over around this little button and go over. Okay, what he suggests doing, and it works really well, you're going to come through number 1, and then you're going to kind of pretend you're flossing your teeth. Make sure that it's in there really good. Okay, then you're going to come around your button, and make sure you're not going, first of all, it's kind of easy to go like underneath this button down here. Can you kind of see that? Yeah. Underneath this button, you want to be in between this right here.
Right.
You're going to come around. You're going to go around the button clockwise just one time, all the way around it. See, let me do that one more time. Don't go around 3 times. You're going to come through number 1. Then you're going to come through the button. Oops. Hit that button. Go through the button and around it clockwise once. So you're just going to circle it. Then you're going to come through your bobbin like you always do. Up through the little hole and wind it.
Okay.
One time. Just wrap it around once. Clockwise. What that does is it gives it a little bit more tension and holds it a little bit tighter so that your bobbin winds tighter and winds more evenly, which is what we really want. Okay? So that's my sewing machine trip. What do you think, girls? Do you like that? Give it a try next time you're winding a bobbin. Okay, so now I'm going to thread this machine really quick so that we can move on. It's hard to thread a machine when you're not in front of it. Okay. So, there we go. And I'm going to stick it through here. All right, go show something else. Yeah, isn't that fun? I swear this Neil...
88 people watching.
I know!
The pressure is on.
The pressure is on. And this does have a little needle thread. There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay. And of course, because I'm not sitting right in front of it, it's harder to. Okay. Now, back to this. We are ready to add our next strip. I am on number 8. It doesn't matter if you're on 4, 5, 6, 12. You're going to do it all exactly the same. I'm ready to start to add number 8, which is going to be a colored square or strip. And I can tell that because if you look at this paper, these are all white. These all have color. Okay? So you're going to add a color to the colored side, white to the white side. So first thing I'm going to do is take my little ruler, and I'm going to line it up between the 4 and the 8, because this is the seam that I'm going to sew right now. I'm going to sew this seam right here. Okay, and we're going to add the fabric that's going to be number 8. So I'm going to flip this fabric back right along my little ruler, which is nice and straight now because I haven't sliced into it with my cutter. All right, I'm going to flip the ruler over because it has a little slit here, or a little notch here. And between this notch and the edge is 1/4 of an inch. This notch is going to catch right on that fold.
Right.
Okay, then I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to trim off my seam to 1/4 of an inch. Now, between the line that you're going to sew and the edge of your fabric is 1/4 of an inch. What I'm going to do, usually what we do is we kind of get this lined up. We get the fabric that I'm going to sew next lined up on here. Kind of hold it in place. We flip this over. We grab all of this paper, and then we go over to the sewing machine and we sew right on this line. What we're going to do instead is we're going to leave this paper folded over. I'm going to line up my strip along the edge that I just trimmed. And now I'm going to come along and I'm going to stitch right next to this fold. So now it's a lot easier for me to pick it up and line up where I'm going to go instead of dealing with the fabric or the paper on top. First, I'm going to get my iron out of the way. Okay, so I come over to my sewing machine. I line up and it's a lot easier when you have your table, but with my sewing machine, well, how about right here? So I'm going to line this up with so I've lined up the fabric that I'm adding to the seam, or the edge that I just trimmed. Whoops, I'm going to get my foot off and now I'm going to stitch right next to it. Oh, come on. Seriously? Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Sorry, guys. That didn't sound good. Okay, let me check the bobbin. I did not check the bobbin before I sat down. Of course, there's not much thread on the bobbin, so we're not going to go too far there. It's threaded correctly, but okay. Malfunction. Let's bring this down and bring it all the way back up and see how it goes. And I'm going to reach over. All right, here's a pin. That'll work. And we're going to try over. Well, that wasn't fun. Did I test this machine?
Did you already do this?
Yeah, that's something else. So we don't need the bobbin. Just need to pull my bobbin through. I'm going to pull my bobbin thread through. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to try this again. I probably should actually put a bigger bobbin in, except I don't have one. Okay, let's just try it again. Okay, let's have a little do-over here. That wasn't fun. I'm going to line this back up again, lay it down flat. See, this is live TV. This is what happens. There's no cutting and redoing. I did not. I just have a regular, on this machine it's 2.2. Okay, everybody cross your fingers. Pray for me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we are stitching, and my needle is going in right next to the fold. Right up against the fold. And if you, by mistake, sew over the fold, that's not going to be a problem. I did that once or twice, and it was okay. So I go right next to the fold, cut my thread. Okay, now I'm going to come over to, I'm going to cut off all of this extra stuff. that happened at the beginning. That's not happy. Get all that happy stuff off of it. Lucky. We don't need that. Okay, so now I'm going to come along. I'm going to take my iron, and I'm just going to press this over. Okie dokie. Now I'm ready to do the next seam. That's all there is to it. It's that easy, hopefully, and much faster when your machine works out okay.
So, rather than sew through the paper.
Instead of sewing through the paper, you're sewing right next to the paper. Let me show you again. Now I'm ready to put on number 9. So I'm going to stitch the line between 5 and 9. I will take my ruler, line it up on my line, fold my paper back, flip over my ruler so that that little notch in that 1/4 inch rides right on that fold, and then you're going to trim that off. And now I have a perfect 1/4 inch from the fold to the edge.
Yep.
I'm going to add my next piece of fabric. And you can, and especially on this bigger one, after a while it does get a little big and floppy. You can add a little bit of glue. Like you could put a little glue on here and that'll hold it in place right here. You know, so just do it on a piece that you've done before and that'll just hold it in place. And this first one that I pulled off was glued all the way through. Like I didn't glue every single one, but I glued like every other one. So I did a lot more glue on that than I did on any of these. So I'm going to lay this back on top, put my fabrics right sides together. I'm going to stitch this seam, and I'm going to stitch have my needle run right next to my fold. What do you think, you guys? Whoop. Hopefully I won't run out of bobbin thread. or it might not get unhappy when my bobbin doesn't want to work. So I'm stitching right next to the line. So let me, even if I'm going to kind of towards the end, I'm going to just go up, up. I can't even do it. Up, I sewed over the paper just a little bit. So you can see what happens, if that happens. See, so right here, you can see I sewed over my paper a little bit. I did that on purpose, so you can see what happens. Because nothing's really going to happen. So now when I pull it open, it just flattens out, and that stitching is still there.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of holding it, so where I fold it over, it doesn't affect it at all. So it's okay if you miss. And then on this one, I'm just going to, again, just take and press this over, and then I'm going to continue on. And I'm going to keep going that way all the way to the end. So then on this one, the only thing that's together, that's stitched to the paper, is this center portion, and that's going to pop right off.
Gotcha.
No more, no more peeling and pulling out, and
Gotcha.
goes really fast. And it's a lot, I think it's a lot easier to have this folded back and line up your fabric here, especially on these big ones, than it is to get your fabric lined up and get this whole thing in there with all of this extra paper. You know, sometimes you have to glue everything and you can't pin anything. So this is easier. Yeah, it's easier to sew when it's folded.
Gotcha.
Any questions on that? Do you like it? What do you think?
There's a couple people saying they're going to try it.
Yeah, give it a try. It's super easy. And now you've got the video, so if you go, how did she do that? You can come back and watch our video, and that will tell you exactly how to do that.
Deb said she loves that technique.
I know, and look at how beautiful these are. They're so much fun. And you just use up your scraps. And again, these are 2.5 and 1.5 inch strips. Stripology ruler. I just grab it and I just fold up a couple scraps and I just go through them and cut a bunch. I cut all of these at once, so then I got all those ready to go. So that's my story on that. Any questions on that? Are we good? What did I forget? Did I forget to show you anything? I showed you this, I showed you that. Any questions on anything? Oh, what else do I want to tell you? Don't forget to sign up for our Skinny Bolts, our holiday trunk show, which is again July 23rd and 24th, and we are having a Skinny Bolt sale in June 30th. Joe loves the Skinny Bolt sale. So do I. We all love it. It's so much fun. Skinny Bolt sale is on Facebook Live June 30th at which is a Monday, June 30th at 6 o'clock. So you're not going to want to miss that. And then don't forget to sign up and get your fabulous fabric boxes for the mystery, which starts on June 9th and 19th. 19th. Because tonight's June 9th. June 19th. Have you heard about, I think you've heard about the bus trip. I have maybe 10 spots left. Not very many spots left. On September 27th, which is a Saturday, from about 8:30 to about 5:30, we're going to be part of a bus shop hop. And the information is on our website. So you come here, you pick up the bus, we take you to 5 other shops, I think, and you shop and you hop and you bus and you hop and you shop and you bus on September 27th. And we just have a few more spots left for that. So
Fantastic.
it's going to be a super fun day. Super, super fun day. We also have our bus trip to the Madison Quilt Show, September 5th. So you can hop on a bus and let us do the driving, and we'll take you right up to the quilt show, and you can shop the quilt show all day and do that. We have a mystery bus trip that's full, so don't sign up for that. And then our last bus trip of the year will be December 3rd, I believe. And we're going to the Kris Kringle Market in Chicago, downtown Chicago. So that's going to be fun. So those are the bus trips that we have going on that we have left for this year. So I hope you can join us for one of those. You can sign up right online or stop in the store. Any other questions? Well, enjoy the rest of your June, and we will see you again happy 4th of July if we don't see you only online. But 4th of July is coming up. So have a great rest of your June. Thanks for shopping and watching us tonight. And don't forget, PP20 gets you 20% off your sale. And we will see you again on June 30th for Skinny Bolt Sale. See you then.